Hi guys, bringing you another video from up here at Grafton Archery. This review is, the fact that we're even doing this review speaks leaps and bounds to what the bow in my right hand can actually do. So without further ado, today's video is going to be a comparison and a review versus the Torrex XT versus the new Ventum Pro 30 from Hoyt. Alright guys, so like I said, the fact that we're even doing this review and comparison speaks leaps and bounds to what the Torrex XT can actually do. Quite a big price comparison or price difference between these two bows, and for this to be a flagship Hoyt bow and for this Torrex XT to be the more consumer friendly cast riser bow, like for us to even be comparing these two tells you that this Torrex XT actually shoots really nicely for what it is. So this bow isn't going to really be a which bow is better, because obviously the Ventum Pro 30 is better. This is going to be more of a, hey, if you're on the fence, do you have the money to buy the Torrex XT and you're worried that it's not that good of a bow? We're about to put these two bows head to head, and we're going to show you just how good this Torrex XT is for how much it costs. So let's talk about a few features on the Ventum Pro 30, and then we'll talk about a few features on the Torrex XT. You're going to have the HBX Pro cams on the Ventum Pro, and I'm not going to get too in depth with this stuff because there are individual bow reviews on both of these bows on my channel. Go check those videos out here down below. So like I said, HBX Pro cams, you're going to have a machined aluminum riser. You got a couple bells and whistles on this bow that the Torrex XT does not have. And then the grip, that Vital Point grip, is by far my favorite Hoyt grip so far. I really like that. So really that's about it as far as like the major differences on between these two bows. This one's got the Torrex XT cams, which is more of a cam and a half system. These are binary cams. This bow here still has yokes, which I think there are benefits to having a bow with yokes. It makes it really tunable most of the time. This is going to be a cast aluminum riser versus a machined aluminum riser, and this bow comes in an option to come with a package with the sight, quiver, rest, stabilizer, and wrist sling, which is nice there. You're going to have the polymer limb pockets on this bow versus you've got your machined aluminum limb pockets on the Ventum. So that's pretty much it for for the differences between these two. Now let's talk about some specs. So Ventum Pro 342 IBO or ATA, which is what Hoyt uses, 342 versus the Torrex XT is 336. They're both 30-inch axle-to-axle bows. They're both 6-inch brace heights. The Ventum Pro weighs 4.45 pounds versus the Torrex XT weighs 4 pounds, so it is a lighter bow. 25 inches to 30 inches is what the Ventum Pro comes in, and the Torrex XT is adjustable from 25.5 to 30 inches. Ventum Pro comes in options from 40 to 80 pounds, and the Torrex XT comes in options from 30 to 70 pounds. Let's talk about how these bows are set up right now. So Ventum Pro I've got set up, it's drawing on the draw board 27.25. It's set at 27.5. It's drawing 71.6 pounds, and it's holding 5.4 pounds of holding weight. Torrex XT is set at 27.5 and it's drawing 27.5, pulling 72.6 pounds and holding 5.4 pounds. Let's talk about some speeds between these two bows. 329 grain arrow. The Ventum Pro shot 321. The Torrex XT shot 311. 430 grain arrow shot 280 with the Ventum Pro, 277 with the Torrex XT. 456 grain my hunting arrow shot 277 from the Ventum Pro, 267 on the Torrex XT. And then a 554 grain arrow shot 255 with the Ventum Pro and 244 with the Torrex XT. So if you look at speeds, these bows are about 10 feet a second difference from each other consistently throughout the board, which is to be expected from a higher level end bow to a more prosumer, consumer type bow. I don't want to say budget because I had a bunch of people jump down my throat for saying this was a budget bow. So I'll just say for the people that don't want to spend $1,000 on a bare bow, here's a good option. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shoot these two bows, 2 arrows with each, and let you hear and see the draw cycle and the shot on each one of these bows. So let me get my arrows. Alright, we're going to shoot the Ventum Pro first. We'll shoot two shots through it, and then we'll shoot the Torrex XT. If you watched my video on the Torrex XT, you'll know that last year I really liked that bow and I talked a lot of good things about it. Draw cycle smooth on this bow. Back wall is tremendous. Absolutely zero hand shock in this bow. Actually had less hand shock in this bow than the new Matthews did. Let me shoot one more shot. And this bow was very quiet. So let's shoot the Torrex XT and we'll compare the two. A little bit louder on the shot. Definitely more hand shock. And I would say the draw cycle is very comparable between the two, with a definite advantage in draw cycle or back wall going to the Ventum Pro. But draw cycle wise, you're not going to notice much of a difference between these two bows. Very little hand shock, and for this bow to be this price, it does not have much hand shock at all. I would definitely give the slight noise nod to the Ventum Pro 30. So we just shot those two bows. I'm going to go ahead and score this bow. I haven't ran it through my scoring system yet, and then we'll go in the other room and we'll talk about what I think about these bows. Alright guys, so we just shot the new Ventum Pro 30 and the Torrex XT from last year. Like I said, the fact that we're even doing this review speaks leaps and bounds to what this Torrex XT is actually capable of doing. And this was probably one of the #1 selling bows up here at the shop last year. So which one should you buy? And really the answer to that is which one can you afford? If you can afford $1,000, $1,150 or something like that, $1,200. $1,100. If you can afford $1,100 bare bow, buy it. This bow does shoot better. It scored better on my scoring list, and I like the way it shoots better. With that being said, the fact that this bow at $900 for the package bow for everything you need to get started, the fact that this bow even shoots close to this bow is speaking really good things about this Torrex XT here. So let's talk about some things that I like and dislike about the bows. Of course, the fit and finish is going to be better on the more expensive bow. This bow's lighter weight. I like that for it's a lighter weight, tote around bow. Throw it on your pack and go. I like the way this bow feels. I like the way both bows feel. This bow is more balanced. The Ventum Pro is definitely more balanced in my hand. There are a few things other than that, like the grip I like better on the Ventum Pro, but let's kind of get into how I scored these two bows, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. So, quietness. Ventum Pro 30 has a 4, and the Torrex XT I gave a 3. It wasn't super quiet, but it definitely wasn't a loud bow. It was a good average as far as the quietness on the bow. Vibration. Gave the Ventum Pro 30 a 5 out of 5. This bow had absolutely no hand shock at all, and was the deadest in the hand. This and the Carbon Ultra were the two deadest in the hand bows this year, in my opinion, so far. Torrex XT, I gave a 4 on vibration because there is a little bit of hand shock, but that's to be expected with a lightweight setup like this, especially the fact that it's a cast aluminum riser. It's acceptable to have a little bit of hand shock. This bow has less hand shock than some of the way more expensive bows do, by far. So Torrex XT, 4 on vibration. Backwall and hold. This Ventum Pro 30 I gave a 4. Torrex XT I gave a 3. This Ventum Pro 30 didn't have the best backwall of any bow this year, but it was one of the best ones, one of the top. The Ventum Pro Torrex XT has a little bit of sponge to the back wall. It's still shooting the cam and a half cams, and they are known to have just a little bit more sponge in the back wall, a little bit more play. Not horrible by any means, but there is a little bit of sponge there. Draw cycle. Both bows got a 4 on draw cycle. I thought they were very similar as far as how much weight it felt like I was pulling back, but I will say the back wall and the valley is nicer on the Ventum Pro. But just going off of the draw cycle itself, they both scored a 4. Shootability and tunability. Both bows got a 3 because they're almost identical on specs, and because they're both going to require just pretty much the same amount of tuning, with probably the slight nod on tuning going to the Torrex XT, just because it still has a yoke system that you can tune on it. But I would give them both a 3 as far as tunability, shootability. Balance. I gave the Ventum Pro a 5 and the Torrex XT a 4. The Ventum Pro 30 in my hands is just one of the most balanced bows from this year, and it balances out super nicely. The Torrex XT, not quite as balanced, but it did balance out very, very nicely on the shot. It felt pretty nice. Definitely above average. And then speed. I gave them both a 4. No, I'm sorry. I gave the Torrex XT a 3. Because it was just ever so slightly faster than the Ventum Pro 33, which is designed more for longer draw length kind of guys. This one shot just faster than that, but not as fast as all the 4s on my list. And this bow here I gave a 4. It wasn't the fastest. It was the fastest bow that I've shot so far this year, but it's definitely not the fastest bow on the market. And this bow was kind of just above the lowest bows that I've shot for this year, which were kind of mid-range speed for bows now. So I gave this bow a 3, gave this bow a 4. That gave the Ventum Pro 30 a 29 out of 35, and it gave the Torrex XT a 24 out of 35. So points-wise, of course, the Ventum Pro wins out. Feel-wise, the Ventum Pro wins out. With that being said, we're talking about a $1,100 bare bow versus a $900 completely outfitted bow, or $800 bare bow. I'm super impressed. I'm still super impressed with this Torrex XT. I was impressed with it last year, and I'm still impressed right now. If I had to choose between the two and money wasn't an option, of course it would be the Ventum Pro. But like I said, this isn't really a comparison on which one's better, because of course the Ventum Pro is going to be better. But this is more of a comparison to show you that if money's not an option, this is your bow. If money is an option and you want an excellent shooting bow, here you go, Torrex XT. So thanks for watching, guys. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I love both of these bows, and this Torrex XT is still going to be one of the top selling bows for this year, I believe. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about these bows or want to come up here and shoot them, come check the guys out at Grafton Archery. Give them a call at 704-855-1300. And if you have any questions I can answer, comment down below and let me know. If there's anything else you want to see on the channel or some criteria you want to see me change on my scoring system, let me know, guys. I try to read all your comments. I might not get back to all of you, but I do try to. So I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. And go check out our website at bcreekgear.com if you want to buy a hat or a t-shirt or check out some decals or whatever it may be. And remember that each one of your purchases on our website goes towards conservation. A percentage goes towards conservation, so you can support us and support conservation. And that's what it's all about. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to live your life to the fullest and use your passions to bless others. We'll catch you on the next video.